Hey there, friends at home and around the world. It is such a gorgeous day today. Like, oh wow, November, beginning of November, and we've got like plus 16 degrees Celsius. That is crazy warm. So, the last outdoor video that I made for you, I had done a little bit of work in the garden and I alluded to a garden tour coming, and that didn't happen. Things took a major left turn and life went sideways, and so I would just like to kind of bring you up to date on where things are at and just show you how things look. We also have these cute little kitties. Hey guys. Hey meets. Hey kitties. Hey kitty. Come on. Oh, hi Needs. Oh, you're so cute. Yes. Oh, hi Nugget. Alright. Oh, hello you. Yes, you are cute. Those kittens are from summer. So I'm very glad that they're as big as they are already so that they can hopefully survive the winter. We have another cat that looks like she could be having kittens in the next couple weeks, and oh boy, I hope she's smart enough to have them in the barn. So the garden is pretty well all cleaned out except for the asparagus and of course, you know, the other things that will stay, things that are perennial. But yeah, so we've got the apple trees and the plum trees and the asparagus there between them. And then right here, right in this section here at the end of this strawberry row, we have our garlic. So last year we had planted about 6 bulbs of garlic, and this year we only did 5. I'll show you yet how much garlic we have, and we've actually used several bulbs, so maybe as I learn to use fresh garlic, maybe I'll be sorry that we only planted 5 bulbs, but I don't know. I was a little overwhelmed with the amount of garlic we got, so we'll see how it goes. And then here we have the cherry trees, and it's that very grassy patch there. I do have a gooseberry bush that has made it, and then my Saskatoons. And then this is where we moved the pea fence to, and it's having a little trouble. It didn't want to go into the dirt very well at that end, so we may need to till it fresh and try again. But anyways, we've moved the pea fence over here. We're done having the L shape over here, and then we still have this row of strawberries here too. The garden is done and it's been good. I was going to do that garden tour back in June, and then I got diagnosed with malignant melanoma, so that kind of took over our summer. And the last surgery was beginning of September, and they're confident that they got it all, so woohoo. I am so thankful. God is good. But yeah, definitely gonna change the way we do things for the future. Here we are in the garage, and we've acquired this freezer here. It's full of sausage because we had so many pigs. We ended up not keeping one of the sows for piglets for next year because we're hoping they'll be easier to source. And yeah, we've had a lot going on. It just didn't seem like it was the right time to tackle that. So hopefully we made the right decision. But anyway, so that meant we had 3 pigs that went to the butcher and came back. And then we had another 2 pigs that we did for ourselves here. But in total, we had 6 pigs being slaughtered here in our garage. So it was a very, very, very busy weekend. All right, so even under these clothes here, there we go. I've got a whole wagon of spaghetti squash. And then I've got a good stack of pumpkins still. We've been having some fresh pumpkin pie. And then these freezers. There's an upright freezer, and here's another chest freezer. They're all full of meat. Our chickens, we also did about 70 chickens this year, selling a bunch and keeping, I think we kept about 20 $1.25 for us. So yes, lots of fresh chicken. So here we have, between these two bins, there we go, these two bins. I don't remember which is which, but one is carrots and one is beets. Would be very, very easy to tell. Just dig down a little bit, see what we find. Okay, so this one is carrots, and we'll just keep that nicely covered so that the sand can continue to regulate the moisture. So that one will be beets, and then that whole burlap sack is onions. So this whole sack is onions, and we got gorgeous onions. We did the red and the white, and they are huge. Like, that's a massive softball size. Nice big onions. Granted, there are smaller ones, and yeah, smaller ones, but it's good. It's good to have our onions. So that's that bag is maybe the equivalent of one of these tubs. Maybe not quite, maybe a little less. And then these are all potatoes. So, oh look. Okay, that garlic used to be all in a container, and now it looks like it's gotten dumped over the potatoes. That's not cool. But the potatoes need to stay in the dark, and the garlic actually does too. But the garlic had been in a little container. I wonder where it went. And then here in this sack, we have our sweet potatoes. So we got some really nice big ones, and also quite a few of these smaller ones, but they'll still make a couple fries. So I'm trying to keep that all covered. Keep it in the dark. So a lot of produce to use and a lot that we canned. So that's all good. We feel well stocked up, and yet it's surprising. Excuse me. It's surprising how quickly a list can still form for at the store, especially dairy products. I can hold off going to the store for weeks and weeks until I run out of dairy. Dairy, I have to go like every week or week and a half. And if I could cut that out, I could stay out of the stores for a lot longer, and I would love that so much. So we are trying to figure out how we would fence in our yard to include a cow or a couple cows, and yeah, that would take a little pressure off hunting too, which that has also been taking up our time. So we've been busy. This is our smoke house for anybody who's interested. And I don't know. If you want to know more about the cancer, I can go more in depth with that, but I don't want to be a depressing channel. I don't want to be anything sad, but I want to be real. So if you guys want to hear more about that, I can talk more about it. Otherwise, that's why videos weren't happening. And I'm hoping I am feeling quite a bit better in a lot of ways. Still a couple questions that we don't have answers to, or you know, a full diagnosis of, but otherwise all right. So anyways, so this is our smokehouse. It was here. So this is the smokehouse. It's very basic, very simple. We have a cement slab there down at the bottom with a tire rim. Oops, ouch. With a tire rim that has a piece of sheet metal just welded to the bottom of it, and then we can burn our wood in there and smoke. There's a little tinfoil pack in there of bark because Mark was smoking some tenderloins on the barbecue yesterday, and oh, they were so fantastic. But anyways, yep, this is the smokehouse. It is just very simple, very easy to use, and it smells very much like oak smoke right now. Still, we smoke all our stuff with oak, and we really like that flavor. But yeah, here's the mama. Meets. And Kevin. Haha.
Her name is Foxy.
But yeah, it works great. Hi, Meets. Yeah. Very blessed, very happy. Family is just so important, right?
Uh-huh.
Here we go. So the barns are all winterized. This is all closed up. Just the cats can squeeze in and out. And they're going to have a heat lamp in there. So like I said before, hopefully that mama is smart enough She's a first-time mama, if she is for sure actually pregnant and not just getting a big belly. But one of the kids was saying that they could actually feel kittens in her belly, so I don't know. That's not the right time of the year for that. But anyways, so there's a heat lamp in there. That's all set up. They've got food in there. So we'll see how that goes. And then here, this is what's left after the pigs. You can see here we've got the solar fencer goes inside for winter just because we don't want to take any risk of that battery freezing or getting shot from over winter. We can get some pretty cold winters here sometimes. And then the chickens are just having a blast cleaning up anything that the pigs have left behind. And then here we have closed off that section where the pigs would go in and out. So that's all done and ready for winter. That tub will need to be dumped out yet, that stock tank. It doesn't need to sit full of water for the winter, so we'll just open up the valve in the bottom, let the water out, and then dump out whatever doesn't go through the valve.
Ooh, I can move this.
Alright, so then in here you can see we've got the hot water, or the heated waterers are all hooked up and ready to go for winter already. The bell has been set over there, it's done, and we still let the chickens have this area here. This is where, let's see, some light, there we go. We let the chickens come over here and they can scratch and dust and do all their natural activities here in the pig part of the barn, the pig pen. It's not the pig pen. The side of the barn where the pigs could go. So we've got a couple of them here already that are hanging out, dusting themselves and just chilling. And the cat, of course, because this is also where for winter we throw all our compost here so that the chickens and the cats can have at it, find whatever they want. And then we have heat tape around the hydrant here. I don't know if you can see it very well. Let's see, there we go. So that orange cord. So that's a heat tape that goes down into the ground and it's wound around the hydrant. So that way we don't have any freezing, because sometimes leaks, well, not, I guess not leaks, but I mean leaks like when you fill the pail and sometimes a little bit dribbles, and so we've just had much better results by having that heat tape around there, just being proactive and trying to stay ahead of the game. The chickens are slowly starting to slow down sometimes with their laying, but now with this warm spell they'll probably pick up again. So yeah, so that's where things are at, and what a gorgeous day. I just cannot believe how beautiful this is. But slaughtering is done. That is so good to have that last big chore of the year done. Now it'll just be, if we can get a deer or two, then we'll process those, and then we're done. Everything has been harvested. Everything is set for winter. I even have the Christmas lights on the house already. I decided I wanted to get them up, even if I'm not going to turn them on yet, but just have them up because I didn't want to have to put them on the house when it was like minus 30 Celsius. It's just freezing cold. I'd much rather do it when it's warmer, and I was glad I did because the gutters needed to be cleaned out. So got two chores kind of done in one shot. Got the gutters cleaned out and the Christmas lights up. And yeah, now we're just busy homeschooling and get back into making videos. I always love connecting with all you guys, so I'm excited to kind of find a new normal again and try to get back to normal as much as I can.
I'm tired.
You're tired?
Uh-huh.
Hi, tired.
I went all the way to the dirt road with Travis.
That's good. It's good that you got another bike ride in yet before we have snow. We have had a few flurries already. Alright, so let's get a better look at some of those garlic cloves. So these are them. and definitely some smaller ones, some bigger ones. These are medium to small. I've had some much bigger bulbs already, but yeah, just learning to use a lot more garlic in that way instead of just garlic powder all the time. And maybe that's something we'll do in the future too. Maybe we will grow more garlic and then make our own garlic powder too. That would be pretty good. I would like that. So then, with using so much more fresh garlic, I did get myself a garlic press. I'm normally not one for getting all kinds of gadgets and gizmos. Less is more in my opinion, but each to their own anyways. But sometimes certain tools just do make the job go that much better. And one other thing we've got going on, besides Kevin's beans here that he's experimenting with, I'm trying to grow some cilantro in the house here over winter. And then this pot I want to fill up, and today would be the perfect day to do this. So I think after this video is done, we're gonna go do that. I'm gonna fill this up with some dirt, compost mix, and then I would like to try again to grow some kale and spinach inside over winter and see if I can do that instead of having to buy lettuce or spinach or whatever from the store over winter. Just try to produce more and more ourselves all the time. So thank you so much for watching. I have missed interacting with you guys so much, and it's been good to still get some comments, and I'm so looking forward to connecting with all of you again and getting back into the rhythm of making videos. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to the schedule that I had before last November, but we'll just see how things go and what we can do. So thank you so much for watching. It's good to be here with you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.